shit. Nigga shooting at the cops like nigga, you on my property, what up? Yo, see? Now this was the hood. No way. No way the cops should be chasing niggas. You let a nigga just do that?
No, that's
Not just
bullshit.
that, and then let's just show you when they talk about justice. Let's see about this.
The last time Lynn Council was at this art center in Apex, North Carolina, the inside looked very different. For decades, this was Town Hall.
This is the first floor, and you would have come all the way back here, and the jail cells were back here.
Even 67 years later, Lynn remembers well the time he spent here and the man who arrested him. Back then, Apex Police Chief Sam Bagwell acted with near impunity to carry out racist attacks. His brutality was well documented by news outlets of the time, but he escaped most punishment because he was, as the Carolina Times put it, a valuable asset to the average Southern town. His job, quote, to keep Negroes in their place.
He was a mean man now. He ain't mean with anybody.
One November Tuesday in 1952, Bagwell arrested Lynn Council, claiming he was a suspect in an unsolved convenience store robbery. Council would not admit to a crime he says he did not commit. Lynn recalls Bagwell became more and more frustrated by his denial.
He hit me, slapped me off the stool.
Apex town historian Toby Hollenman says then Council was taken to Wake County for more interrogation. The next day, a trial.
At which time it appears he pled not guilty because he wasn't guilty.
The next morning, two of Bagwell's sheriff deputies took Lynn and the other 7 suspects into their police cars. They drove 10 miles into the country to what's now a 2-lane highway near a suburban neighborhood. Council says he was led underneath this tree where a noose was looped around his neck.
And then they got on the other end of the rope and pulled it, so they pulled his feet off the ground.
I thought myself, get me out in the woods. Do me and leave me down here.
After a minute hanging off the ground,
Then drop me down. Yeah. Tell her where that money at.
Lynn had no answer. He was taken back to prison and released the next day.
All right. I want to hear what you...
Just the fear of white folks that's doing that. And then I'm going to show you one more video.
This is the man who shot Trump. This is the man who killed Melissa Hortman. This is the man who tried to kill John Hoffman. This is the man who tried to kill Paul Pelosi. This is the man who killed an Obama-appointed judge's son. This is the man who hired hitmen to kill Democrats. This is the man who ran over a left-wing activist and killed her. This is the man responsible for the Austin bombing. This is the man who sent pipe bombs to Obama, Biden, and Hillary Clinton. This is the man who shot Gabby Gifford. This is the man who tried to kidnap Gretchen Whitmer. Oh, and this man. And this man. And this man. This man. This man. This man.
They all look like they come from the same family.
This is the man who set Jeff Shapiro's house on fire. This is the Oklahoma bomber. This is his accomplice. These are just a few of the men who beat police officers on January 6th. I can think of a few things they have in common, and it's not the way they use their words or their left-wing politics. Killed.
And so I'm just going to read some of the comments. Somebody said, they commit the most violent crimes, not us. Another person says, black people have been knowing this for 400 years. Another person says, but, black this and black that. Oh, that's a good one. And then somebody else says, since white men want their own month so bad, can we give them one with what they're known for? Active Shooter Awareness Month, preferably celebrated during July when the kiddies are out of school. What do y'all think of that? Because we talk about this so much on this show, so much that white people, they project everything that they do to people on us. And it's always the easier target, black. But I'm like, if you look through history, and me and Nikki talked about this before, the Dark Ages, I said that lasted for 1,000 years. If you understand what happened in the Dark Ages, and that was in Europe, all that was predominantly white. Portugal, Spain, Great Britain, Ireland, Scotland, you name it, it was all white. Black people was in Africa. They weren't over there. These people were torturing. They were killing. they were murdering, they were robbing. And this is the reason why a lot of people need to know the history, why a lot of them left, were well, not left, but they were annexed from Great Britain and they were sent to Australia. That's why they're over there terrorizing those people in Australia now. They're forgetting when white folks went to India. That's the reason why there was the rise of Gandhi. And then there was an Indian person, a former friend I was talking to about it, and he was sitting there saying, "Oh, well, the reason why we don't wash or anything like that is because of white folks." I'm like, "Well, you can't totally blame that on them because I said y'all be doing some stuff too." But the other thing is also with when the Britain invaded China, destabilized it. China, if you look at it, China is the only country that said we will never let that shit happen again. They're the only country that don't allow any of those white folks in their arena or anything. That's why they're not scared of Russia. They're not scared of the United States. They're not scared of anybody. They said, if you do anything to us, and I played that video, I think it was last week or was it the week before? Nikki.
I think it was the week before.
Yeah, he said we will fuck y'all up, pretty much.
Yeah.
We not playing no games. And it's because they know what white folks are. They know what happened. They know when they infiltrated over there. That's why you got all these movies, The Last Emperor of China and things of that nature. It's because they know what they are. They know how violent they are. This is the only group in the world that literally have world wars and continental wars where they devastate everything. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it's always it's them. It's like Stone said, it's the projection. Every accusation with them is a fucking confession. They are the ones. They are inferior. They are violent. We learn violence from them. You took us from a place where we had no reason to be violent.
We was fine.
We were fine. Just out there in the heat, naked and shit, minding our motherfucking business.
Right.
Living fucking life. Being free. And y'all came over here with the bull and fucking with us and brought us here and were violent towards us. White people, I did this in a video a long time ago. White people never counted on us becoming free. That was never a part of the plan. That was never a part of the plan. And our freedom has been and always will be their greatest fear realized. Because our freedom to them is the countdown to retribution. That's how they see us. They never know when we're going to strike. That is what it's about. They were evil towards us. They did all these things toward us. And they are literally, ever since Black people became free, they walk around waiting for the other shoe to drop. They're waiting for us to do to them what they did to us. And if you look at it in some form or fashion, that has been their lifelong punishment. Because they can't live a good life. Because they're always worried about the retribution. They have to prepare for retribution. They spend their whole lives not being able to enjoy being human beings, not enjoying life for what it really is. They have no soul. They have nothing but their hate. And that's why. Because they're always waiting for the retribution. They put themselves in that position. They had to make it systemically impossible for us to catch up. And because we're free, they feel like the violence that they have imparted upon us, and they continue to do, that if we are ever giving a smidgen of the power that they have, that we would do to them what they have done to us. And that is all this is about. They never counted on us becoming free. And everything they do is in direct defense, a defense mechanism to our freedom. We are a threat to them because they never accounted for the fact that we might become free. And in some way, that is their karmic retribution that they can just never be. They can never have a life outside of hatred. It's a jail cell. It's a hell of their own making. Their racism and their hatred is literally a hell of their own making. And the only way they can free themselves from it is death. That's what it is. The only way they can free themselves from it is death. They are so afraid of us. And that's why they have to say that we're the bad people. We're the violent people. because they got to take the spotlight off of them. Because in the off chance that anything ever becomes equal, everything that they have done to anybody who is not white is going to be on that white ass.
Mm-hmm.
And especially the fact that they are now the minority and not the majority makes it even worse for them.
This is why I love data. Data doesn't lie. You know, we don't, I wish more of our community would definitely talk about the data and we use that for the basis of these discussions that we have, because the data don't lie. White people crazy as hell. You feel me? When you last time I was here, we talked about the UCR very briefly and how, you know, this 1350 dog whistle propaganda, they talking about 13% of black people commit 50% of crimes, not accounting that 60% of crimes are overturned for black people, but you still got the whole stigma that 80% of white people commit violent crimes against other white people. And that lady, she said it perfectly. Even everything that was destructive for this country, it just stemmed from a white terrorist. Essentially, is what she was saying and pouring out. But we still see it even beyond just like terrorism and hate and violence against their own people, against us. And that's why I emphasize the importance of like try to call it out these people online, because just the hate that they have in their heart, wherever it comes from a place of fear. I agree with Nikki. It comes from a place of fear. Like the actual idea of actually being held accountable for your actions must be definitely, like they must be definitely afraid of that, because that's what they're trying to prevent from all spectrums. But if you look at the data always tells you, it always comes back to mostly all it comes back to a white man, and it just nobody wants to just have that conversation and talk about it. Did y'all know there is actually a government entity called the Government Accountability Office? It's called GAO.gov. You can look it up. And they even said they reported research that government evidence indicates that a relationship between hateful speech online and hate crimes, offender radicalization are together. There's studies already out there showing that how you speak online is correlating to how things are transitioning out in this country. And that's how I feel like that's how we got these radicals that go to like the Boston bombing. You got people that are doing crazy things like this. It stemmed from a group chat somewhere, probably like the Republican GOP group chat. They talking
Oh,
on
the
Telegram
kids?
together. You feel me? Yeah, it's just a joke though, right? Yeah, but you're talking online, and that manifested into something real. You know what I'm saying? But we see that every day on Instagram, to X, or formerly Twitter. I mean, if you don't got a Reddit, you should check out Reddit. Reddit is vicious. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
really
But
is.
it's getting crazy. And we need to do something about it. You
And
know?
I want to show y'all a few things. Sunny Hostin, I like watching The View. The View is the only thing that's like really, they try to keep it balanced. And that's why like Sunny, those other two white girls, they be pissing me off on the Alyssa and them, because I keep telling everybody, and I think Nikki says this all the time. They always go back to their damn whiteness. They always go back to their whiteness, and it's always every time you say something about racism or when you say something about this or that, it's like, oh, well, well, Obama, well, Biden, well, the blacks, well, it's like, I'm just like, it's y'all though. Y'all the ones out here terrorizing everybody and getting away with it. When you do get charged with it, if you get charged with it, you don't get convicted of it. And it's
Yeah.
all, and it's evidence that it was on video. The children seen you do it. The nun down the street seen it in her dream. Everybody seen you did it, but you don't get charged for it. So she was talking about, when she's seen it talking about racism, and this was about the Republican text. She says you need to believe her. So take a look.
I hate to say it, but I'm not surprised that that chat exists. I wasn't surprised that men, adults, ages 25 to 34, white men, were speaking like that. They checked every white supremacist bigot box. They were anti-Semitic, they were misogynistic, they were homophobic, they were racist. They were stupid. And they were dumb. But my lived experience as an Afro-Latina in this country helps me tell the uncomfortable truths about this country with real clarity. And that's why I wasn't surprised. And I think many people would like to deny that lived experience. I'll say it again, because I've said it on the show many times. Trump's rise, in part, was based in racism and white supremacy. And that is the truth.
And then also this is the No Kings protest. So this is not New York or California. They're saying this is in Georgia. And so this went around the world. I know we all talked about and seen the King's protest. I didn't get a chance to really go. And then also, since Trump took office, these are some of the things that's happened. Natural gas prices have rose up to 25%. Auto prices have increased an average of $6,000 per vehicle. Gas has now come down to $1.99 anywhere in the U.S. Out here in California, I believe it's I think it's at $6 now. It was at 8 before. Beef
Oh
prices,
shit.
yeah, it was crazy. Beef prices are up 80%. Pork prices are up 23%.
Pork.
Grocery prices continue to increase. Electricity is up 19%. And then we got Coonville. Let's take a look.
Wow.
Wow.
So want to be accepted by them, and they're letting you know they don't like your ass. And then Bernie Sanders spoke about some other stuff. Let's take a look.
People understand that the political system in this country is largely corrupt, both parties. Why is that? You know the answer. The answer is that you have billionaires in both political parties determine what legislation gets to the floor and who is the candidate. Right now, let me give you both examples. You're in the Republican Party, and you say, you know what? I don't like this Trump idea of giving massive tax breaks to the rich and cutting Medicaid and education. You got up and say that. What happens to you? The next day, Elon Musk says, I got unlimited amounts of money. We're going to run a candidate in a primary against you. Democratic Party side, what happens if somebody says, you know what? Maybe it's not a good idea to fund Netanyahu's war machine, which is creating starvation for children in Gaza. I'm going to vote against that. Next day, AIPAC is going to be running against you. We have a corrupt campaign finance system. Billionaires in both political parties are calling the tunes. The American people understand that. People understand.
And I'm going to play one last one. Let's take a look at this. And this is on Fox News of all places.
But we also know there's a ProPublica investigation that more than 170 Americans have been detained by ICE, with 20 held for more than a day without being able to contact their lawyer or a loved one. And that's what the No Kings protest is about. Donald Trump says, I'm not a king. And yeah, we get it. You're not a king. You wish you were a king, and you're running this administration as if you should have those kinds of rights. The lack of respect for the Constitution and the laws of this country are astounding. And Trump even told Kristen Welker when he was on Meet the Press a few months ago that he didn't know if he had to uphold the Constitution. And in preparation for today's show, I just wanted to go over, a few of the things that people who are going to be out there on the streets peacefully protesting are upset about, starting with the basics: signing an executive order to do away with birthright citizenship, which is literally in the Constitution. Sending troops into blue cities.
Oh, you mean
unilaterally implementing tariffs, which Congress gets to do. I already talked about the 170 Americans who've been locked up. Cracking down on the First Amendment, detaining students for op-eds you don't like, targeting law firms, universities, reallocating funds appropriated by Congress to fund your big ICE force, firing inspectors generals that are looking into your friends like Elon Musk, making billions off of crypto scams, and your kids are running all over the world making deals. And the Trump administration has defied 1 in 3 judges that have ruled against him. And you're seeing that from judges appointed up from Reagan up to Donald Trump that are saying absolutely not. You are breaking the law in taking some of these actions. All of that is what No King's Day is about.
Then why are they?
So what do y'all think of this? Because it sounds like, especially on Fox News, which I was shocked. I'm like, usually they have just nothing but racism and propaganda and lies.
She's the only one.
She's
the only one that's on there. That she's the only one. It's a show called The Five, and so she is the only one on there that's like the voice of. So that's their version of The View, but everybody on there is racist except her. So she's the one. It is. So she's the one that is always like, no, this isn't true, this is that. So I don't know if she's Democrat or whatever, but she's the one on there that like is always the one with like the fucking sense to be like, no, you're wrong, you're this and you're that. So how she does that job, I don't know. I think her name is Jessica Toloff.
That's a hard job.
I don't know how she do that job. Maybe they must be paying you a whole lot of money. Because the way I would have been and fucked each and every last one of them, especially that fucking Nancy, You ugly motherfucker. That other little one that looked like a fucking failed stand-up comedian. And then that fucking drunk ass judge. The way I would be on their ass every fucking day, she better than me. But the way I don't understand how they like it's in their face. The truth is in their face, and they just said, you know what? Fuck it. We just hate shit. It's like at this point, you have to know that man is conning you. You have to know that you've lost everything, but you still gotta ride for him till the wheels fall off because there's nothing else left. You're so far gone. You're so far invested in it that you have to see it through. It's like my love-hate relationship with SVU. I hate the fucking show. It's garbage. The writing is like, who the fuck is doing this shit? But you know what? I've been rocking with Benson since 99. And it's 2025. And I gotta see this motherfucker through. I gotta see this shit to the last fucking episode. I done been through the most dramatic ass episodes that didn't make no motherfucking sense. But you know what? I've been here. And I feel like that's what it is. It's that love-hate relationship when you have just invested so much into it that you just gotta see this motherfucker through no matter where it's gonna take you. And except here, it's gonna take you to death. It's gonna take you to losing everything. It's gonna take you committing suicide because you just ain't got no other options, no other outs. These farmers are losing everything. Y'all about to lose y'all Medicaid. Y'all about to lose food stamps. Y'all about to be hungry. I hope you motherfuckers, when y'all are starving, when your fucking stomach is touching your goddamn back, and you know that type of hungry, when your stomach is touching your motherfucking back, bitch, that's a hunger like no other. But when that is your permanent situation, where your stomach is touching your back Monday through motherfucking Sunday, bitch, I want you to have those thoughts of hatred and racism to fill your fucking belly because that's all you're going to have. When you don't have nothing left, I want you, when you are on the street and it's cold, negative fucking 3 degrees, bitch. I hope that racism, your hatred for niggers, warms your fucking soul. And so you don't get fucking frostbite. But guess what, bitch? It ain't gonna work. So you just gonna be a dead ass Eskimo in that motherfucker. So that is it. That's how I hope that's how it's gonna happen. I hope that because that's the only way for this shit to play out. Because your hatred is all you're going to have left, and that can't feed you. Your hatred can't feed you when you're hungry. Your hatred ain't gonna keep them lights on. Your hatred ain't gonna keep that water running. Your hatred ain't gonna get that rent paid. Your hatred ain't gonna get that mortgage paid. They will foreclose on your ass. They don't give a fuck that you hate niggas. And that's gonna be coming from a white man. The white man want his motherfucking money, bitch. And he don't give a fuck who you hate.
Yep.
As long as you got it. And when you don't have it, now what? When y'all in them bread lines, when you in them fucking soup lines, and you weigh a good goddamn 625 fucking pounds, and all they got for you is some bread and some motherfucking water, bitch. Hey, it is what the fuck it is. You could have been sitting there frying bacon under your goddamn titties, but no, you wanted to hate a bitch.
It is
so
a lot
here
of
the fuck
hate.
We are.
It is a lot of hate, but it's also a lot of ignorance. And it's not like American people and minorities have not tried to like correct the ignorance. So yes, critical race theory. If this was implemented in the educational system and then it made its way up to higher government, this is something that could definitely would have made an impact on it. But these people are ignorant; they refuse to take accountability. And speaking of accountability, accountability matters. Power structures that exist, like our government, political parties, and just influencers online. If you excuse and minimize the hate, it undermines the overall protection, not just for minorities, but it's gonna come to a point where all of America is affected because y'all want to call it freedom of speech or whatever the fuck. It's not freedom of speech. Again, freedom of speech should not mean freedom of kind of consequence, but that's kind of where we are in the country. And until somebody steps up and actively pushes out this bullshit, things are gonna happen. So going back to that video we played in the very, very, very beginning, the one where the intern from Fox News got exposed. I want to see more, like Nikki said, I want to see more people just getting get pressed. I want to see pressure. You know what I'm saying? Physically, I want to see the hat thrown up like Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? But I also want to see it online as well. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of things that are happening in this country right now is a lack of accountability. So we hold people accountable for their actions online, or we hold people accountable for their words. So even said, like you said, that lady. I don't watch that show, the races, the View. You feel me? I wish she would just press on their neck a lot more instead of just correcting them with the facts. Like call them out on their bullshit and their bigotry.
Absolutely. And, continuing that, there was a few other videos. There were so many videos that happened this week. That's what said it was a pack show. So I'm running through the videos. So there was so much that happened. I mean, I think this was the most packed week I've seen, Nikki. Like, it was so much that happened. So I was like, I'm just going to run through the videos and we're just going to talk about it, but we're going to continue it. So let's take a look at a few videos. And this one right here pissed me off because as much as cops sick their dogs on people, especially Black people and stuff, and you see behind the scenes what they really do. And we're going to go from this and go straight up into the politics again. I just want you guys to take a look at this. But as much as they say they love their animals, this is how they treat them behind closed doors. Take a look.
This is Officer James Hampton, and this is why we always film the police. Trigger warning.
Look at that. Look at that. Choking them.
What the hell?
Fucking evil, dude.
Oh, he pushed him against
evil.
Ooh, I wish that dog would have wore him.
Oh.
James Hampton rings a bell. That's because a few years ago, a video surfaced showing him lifting his canine Zool by the collar and hitting the dog.
And that's just that video. And then, this was at the protest yesterday. I was hollering.
Oh, yeah.
Back. Oh, get it, John.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
And then this person behind him, Trevor, watch this. Watch this.
Oh, he doubled down. He started running with him.
There's racism and evil for no reason. And then this is what I think I always break down white folks in percentages, and and I'll talk about that in a little bit, but this lady broke it down, so let's take a look.
Billionaire didn't exist until 1916, which was Rockefeller. Fast forward from 1916 to 1960, there's only 10. Then from 1960, fast forward to 1982, when Forbes was putting out their 400 richest people, there's only 13. In 1982, there's only 13. Now let's see where we sit today. 3,000. So how come for like 100 years, the needle barely moved? In 100 years, you're talking about from 1 to 10 people. And then all of a sudden, it has shot to 3,000 people. Well, IT is the reason, technology. Because now when you are a money-grubbing, hoarding billionaire, you're not limited to hoarding money from the people in your immediate vicinity. Now with technology connecting us all over the world, you can grab money from all over the world to stockpile it. Just in the United States, there's nearly 1,000 billionaires now scooping up all the resources from our country and shoving it up into their little lairs. We've had to introduce new words to deal with the amount of wealth that is being amassed by the very few. So now we've come up with centibillionaire, someone who's got $100 billion. The first person was Bill Gates in 1999. Now there's 17 of them. $100 billion. Here's why that matters for all of us. Because in 2004, billionaires only contributed $13 million to politicians.
Yep.
13 million. That's in 2004. Just 20 years later, that number would rise to $3 billion.
Huge.
So they have bought our government. Lock, stock, and barrel. And now they're just making more laws that will allow them to continue this race to become, now that Forbes is tracking it. Well, now we've got a competition. It's not enough to be a millionaire or multimillionaire, and it's not even enough to be a billionaire anymore. Now we need to be centibillionaires. And of course, the next big thing, Musk is trying to make himself a trillionaire.
And that was her explaining that. And then this is Mahdi Hassan, who was talking about Trump and immigration.
Irony is, of course, that Donald Trump is the son of an immigrant, the grandson of an immigrant, and married to an immigrant. In fact, 2 of his 3 wives were immigrants, proving yet again that immigrants will do the jobs that even Americans are not willing to do.
Facts.
Why?
And then this guy went into, this was in Miami-Dade County. This man went in. Take a look.
People that make me sick that I can't stand, that all they do is talk and waste our money. Pretentious people think they're better than us. Keep the government the way the government treats you. The government doesn't respect you. The government doesn't respect your rights. They don't respect your freedom. Don't respect them. The cops, they don't respect your liberty. Don't respect them. These politicians take you for a fool. They talk pretty because they want your vote and they want your money. That's why they dress in business attire. They dress like business people because they want your money. Don't ever forget that. And this is the government that you have here in Miami-Dade County. A mayor, very nice lady, but she's not the right person for the job. This guy, crooked. She dresses like Pee Wee Herman, another crooked politician. Everything about this lady. This lady's dumb as bricks. Listen, all of these people are sheep. Don't you ever care what sheep think? I don't give a damn what none of these sheep think. These sheeple right here. Don't ever forget that.
The sheeple.
The sheeple that they'll follow any order that the government does. NPCs. I don't know who these people are, but I know a lot of things about politicians. They love taking pictures.
Both are actually dedicated county employees.
Oh, even worse. Even worse. The bureaucracy.
I know that's right, baby.
These are dedicated government employees. These guys have been serving the community for a long time. They care about public service. They're trying to rip us off. That's what they're doing. And they want more and more money every goddamn year. And they don't do no work. Yo, I heard you two don't like each other. Is that true? And you, why'd you change you were registered agent to the Jar of Hearts, and then you switched it the day after I called you out on the commission meeting? True or false? Get out of here, man. You fake. Get out of here, bro. So let me explain to you what this crooked politician did. Guys, look, this politician, what he did was First Amendment protected activity, pal. Listen, he gave money, $10,000 to a company that his law firm is representing. And when I called him out at the county commission meeting, the very next day, he switched he was the registered agent to the Jar of Hearts company. And he switched it the following day after I called him out. So this guy, dude, do you want to go to jail? Because it looks shady what you're doing. But listen, don't worry about it. You're helping kids with cancer. We're going to find something real to destroy your political career. Okay, pal? Keep smiling. All right, guys. Monkey's gonna speak. Gonna do what Monkey does. Get on the news today. Listen, what do I have to talk about today? More people that make me sick that I.
And I might got another bit. No, we're gonna wait for that one. So what do y'all think? That's the energy I'm talking about. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm in front of you guys now. That's the energy I'm talking about. He kept it strictly 100. That's the shit. He just broke it down to all these people in there, the fakery, the smiling. You know what it kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of when I was growing up in foster care. You had these people that was like, oh, I love children. And oh my God, Mickey, the children are so, oh my God. And then behind closed doors, they already know that they're sending these kids to these compounds with these thick ass white dudes to get molested. Everybody's getting a cut. Everybody's donating to get a tax write-off. They don't really care about the kids. They just want a tax write-off and a photo op. And not only did they want a photo op, a lot of these big businesses, they were trying to network at these places. So it was a networking event. So I said it wasn't about the children. It was about you want to network and you want to drum up more business for your company. And that's why I've been telling you, like a lot of the stuff, like I tell everybody, we need to, the Democrat and Republican bullshit, we need to just have independence moving forward. What do y'all think of this? This was a lot of videos, so take it.
I agree with the from Dade County. Come on, baby, like you did that. That's the type of shit we own in Miami, and I appreciate him calling them out there. And they didn't know what the fuck to say. But yeah, Miami is just like it's corrupt. I think a lot of these apartments that they're building, these luxury or whatever, it has to be money laundering at some point because none of this shit gets done. If nothing is getting done, you build them and they're just sitting there because nobody can fucking afford to live here. So why are you building more and more luxury things, especially in certain areas? Obviously, it's gentrification, but nobody can afford to live in these places. So what are you're funneling money? You're doing everything but helping the community. And there was supposed to be an election here, and they just up and decided, oh yeah, we're not going to have it this year. I think it was supposed to be for the midterms or something. They just like, oh yeah, we're not going to have it. Like, that's not how that works. Like, you can't just like, but that's the type of energy we need to go to these places and start calling these people the fuck out and putting them on camera and putting them on blast. And then they can't run from that. They can't hide from that. But I like his style, and I think more young people especially should get in that vein of doing that. Or starting to maybe, get into these places and expose them, become interns, and then let this shit out.
That's the way.
Like that's the way to get in there, because they were saying, I was watching one black man, and he was like, you have to be careful because now these Republicans are gonna start running as Democrats. And then once they get in there, they might flip it because they know that when these midterms come, it's a wrap for these Republicans.
It is.
Which means it's a wrap for their job. So they're going to try and turn to get in wherever they fit in because they know that the end is coming for them. What I don't understand is all of these politicians, y'all are either operating on the assumption that we're never going to have elections again, or you're not thinking of the consequences when these 4 years are up. Because once that man is gone, and trust me, he will be gone, y'all gonna have to answer for your fucking crimes. Y'all are gonna have to answer for all the shit that y'all doing for this man. All you ICE agents, all you politicians, all y'all doing the dirty work. When them 4 years is up, he's gone. Y'all still here.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all gonna have to answer for that shit. And they're not thinking that far ahead. They're just thinking right now. They're thinking, because what happens to you if they're just, let's say he gets his wish and it's his ultimate power, king, whatever the fuck, right? You've served your purpose already.
Mm-hmm.
They don't need you anymore. You don't have any more leverage. You made yourself expendable the moment you pledged allegiance. The moment you pledged allegiance, you made yourself expendable, because once he got what he needed, he doesn't need y'all anymore. Same shit with MAGA. He don't give a fuck about cutting all y'all stuff off because he don't need y'all anymore. He can't win again. He can't run again. He don't need y'all anymore. He didn't need, that's it. He can take everything from y'all. He ain't promising y'all shit else no more. He ain't come out here and say, oh, we gonna do this, we gonna do that. He don't give a fuck. He don't need y'all no more. And he done told y'all, I just needed your vote. Yep. I don't care about, he's let shit slip. But your hatred, it's your hatred for people. That's what you love so much. And that is what's gonna come back to haunt them. Because it's their hatred, it's gonna have to be their sole source of survival, and it's not going to be. That's what it's gonna come down to. Their hatred is going to have to be their sole source of survival, and nobody can survive off of it. They're killing themselves. It's just a matter of time. They're literally eliminating. They're eliminating themselves slowly but surely. They are eliminated. We're not even gonna have to touch you, motherfuckers. Y'all are wiping yourselves out. Y'all making yourselves extinct, and that's what it's gonna come down to. You watch.
Oh yeah, the table is going to be flipping very soon.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling you, I don't think when it flips, I'm telling you, they're gonna try to do their last good fight. I'm telling you, I tell everybody, be prepared. These white folks, these racist ones, are not gonna lay down. And some of the WWs like Tim Scott, the wannabe whites, they goofy asses. I'm telling you, they going, oh, please accept me. I want to be white so bad. Y'all better. Yeah, but just better be ready. There's gonna be a lot of stuff going on. And since we started late, we still have a few minutes to do some things here. And I wanted to speak about something that happened with Miss Janine. There was an update. And I know you've seen the video, and we're gonna take a look. Oh, is it playing? Oh God, here we go.
Me to do. delete the video. And I did. Called black women cowards. I did not say that
It's freezing.
black women we might not be able to do it. No. Don't look like we'll be able to do it. So let me see.
I do remember. Well, let's see if we can, because basically I forgot who she said told her to delete the video, but she kind of doubled down on some stupid shit. So, girl, fuck you.
Yeah. Let's
Oh,
see.
I love her.
I love her too, but she be have off sometime. Let's take a look at though.
Love New York Nate. She's great.
Cancel the motherfucking club because us women are no longer welcome there. Hey, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we are no longer welcome in the motherfucking club. Now, these fine gentlemen behind me, I don't know them personally, but I put them on display because they are on top of the couches like bad bitches. Okay, that's what it is. That's what it is. Not only is motherfuckers not dancing, getting a groove on in the spot anymore, literally just coming to fucking record each other doing absolutely fucking nothing, but these men are showing up to impress other men. It's fucking sickening. Blech. I'm talking about they are full-blown pushing women out the way. Grown-ass men pushing women out the way so they could stand on top of the couch like the princess that they are. And me personally, I'm not even mad that you on top of the couch, King, but it's like they beasting to be up there and do nothing. You're not even hit me with a ducky or something. Like, what the fuck? Just up there staring at other men, trying to look cool for the next man is what the fuck I said. Like, I'm sick of it. Y'all be coming to all the spots to do nothing. Y'all don't talk to women. Y'all don't dance with them. Not buy no drinks. Just nothing. Just taking them space. Fuck out of here with that. You can go home with that, my brother.
So I wanted to know what y'all think because I was reading some of the comments, and I think clubbing culture just in general is dead. I agree. I think it actually died. To be honest, I think the really last time for clubs when they were like at their peak was really around 2017, the latest 2019 before COVID. Once COVID happened, actually is when social media, that's when social media started becoming real popular around 2018. Like that's when it really started like booming. And every time I go to the club now, it's, oh, I'm this influencer. Oh, I do this, or I'm on Instagram, and they have this like attitude, and there's just no offense to people, but a lot of these people that I see that's influencers, I said, baby, the clubs I would have got into, you would have never been able to get. They wouldn't even let you through the door if you wasn't an influencer. There's no way in hell. They don't look good. They don't dress good. They don't have a personality. They don't even have the They're only letting you in because now you're bringing a crowd with you because your stupid social media videos. The other thing is the sectionals. I'm tired of the sectionals. I said the sectionals killed it for me. It's just like you get like we went to this club like a couple of weeks ago, and when I tell you everybody got into the sectional and they were so snobbish and they looked like they were not having any fun. They were just looking at people, and I'm just like, get the fuck out of the sectional, get on the dance floor and dance. I don't understand that. And then it's not just that, but it was the cell phones. If I see somebody do this one more time, oh, please look at me. Please, I'm like, hey, can you move the hell out of the way? I'm trying to get a drink, and you didn't took like 18 pictures so far. We get it. You're at the club. You're at the club with your friends. We understand it. We see it. And then the prices to get in, the entry is kind of high now. It's like they're overcharging. Parking used to be like $5, $10. Parking now is like $30 now just to find a parking spot. What do y'all think? I think clubbing culture is done.
I agree that clubbing culture is dead from a cultural standpoint for sure. But you gotta think about the economy, man. I think a lot of club owners are actually trying to survive, and that come with that survival is a little greed, like parking, for example, is egregious. No parking needs to be $30. I live in Las Vegas, right? And I see like resort fees, I see parking fees, I see there's a fee for like a strip club, for example. I go strip club. There's a 30 to 25% fee on that money if you want to go get ones. So you put in $100. I'm only gonna get back 75 because they didn't took $30 off of the thing. Not to mention that I paid for the door entry fee, and I have a minimum for a drink, and then I got to pay for the parking. But it's just
All of
ridiculous. So I agree that it is dead from the cultural standpoint, but it's just I think everybody's trying to survive, and we could thank Mr. President for sure. We could
Let me
thank
tell
Mr.
you, hey,
President.
I'm an old bitch. I've been aged out that shit. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. I come from a time where it was the free before 11, bitch. A drink was $5. You went in there to shake your ass. I am so glad that I'm old enough to have been in a time where it wasn't social, just everything was heavily social media or whatever. And let me tell you something, and it's the money. Bitch, I'm not about to pay you. Do you know I can go sit at home, have my people over, have some fucking gummies, blunts, whatever, get us some fucking bottles, turn this motherfucking music up. Bitch, we in here. We're live. Okay?
That
The
part.
club is here, bitch. I am
That part.
44, about to be 45 on the 23rd. Let me tell you what I'm not gonna do. I ain't going to no motherfucking place. I gotta stand my big ass up. Fuck that. And I'm definitely not paying you $100 to go sit on a motherfucking hard ass cushion. The way y'all got me fucked up. I'll go to a lounge. I ain't going to no goddamn club. I'm at the
Yeah.
age where I gotta Google that bitch before I go so I can see what the parking is looking like. Cause if it's some tight ass shit, bitch, I'm Ubering. I'm at that age where if I show up and I can't find a way to park, fuck you, I'm not coming.
Amen.
I am at the age where if I get up, I'm at the age where, bitch, I'll talk my shit out of some shit. I will talk myself out. I'd be like, I'm gonna get ready. Then I'd be sitting here counting down the time, like, you know what? Well, it is 8 o'clock. Well, it's 9 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock, but I might, by that time, bitch, I'm in my pajamas. I done took a shower. I done did all this shit. I'm at that age where if they be like, girl, we ain't going in there. Oh, thank God. Goddamn. I didn't even want to do it no way. I didn't want to do it no way. I didn't want to do it. I will sit my ass up here and watch something for the 11th time. I am okay. Because it's no fun no more. It's like you got the niggas acting like bitches. It's like this all y'all doing is going to impress other men, and it's like you're not trying to dance. I missed the age where like you went in that bitch with your hair done, but you knew when you walked out that motherfucker was gonna be sweated
Wet
and
it
fucked
out.
out.
Yes.
It was gonna be, you knew you went in that bitch knowing you didn't have a good time if you wasn't sweating at the end. You didn't have a good time if it was just like you just knew it was gonna be dark in that motherfucker and the lights was gonna come up and you might have been dancing with an ugly bitch this whole time and didn't fucking know it, but you know what? You didn't care. You didn't care. Cause you was just there to have a good ass time. You didn't have to worry about a motherfucker trying to put something in your drink. You could just, you could just, I'm here, I'm dancing, I'm chilling,
Right.
I'm having a good time. Now it's all about aesthetics. I'm not about to pay you hoes $200 because you got a motherfucking grass wall with a neon light. Fuck you. I'm not doing that.
Of the grass
Yeah.
walls.
Not the grass wall. You got some dry ass chicken wings in that motherfucker. Ain't nobody. I'm not doing all that. And then $30 to park.
Yeah, it's
Bitch,
ridiculous.
who is valeting this motherfucker? Cause $30 for who?
Right.
I'm not doing that. Y'all, no, it's a scam, and I get that they trying to survive, but work with help us help you. This is the time where y'all need to be having block parties and shit. And if y'all trying to get the money, but why am I gonna go and pay you $100 for a motherfucking bottle that I can go buy for 30 or $40?
That's your local
I'm
grocery
taking my
store.
ass to the smoke shop. I'm getting me some of the fucking 1,600 milligrams, and we partying in this bitch.
Right.
I'm not like club culture
Mm-mm.
has been dead since like the early 2000s. We might have had like a stretch, like you said, 2015. Again, I had them phased out at that point. But a bitch, I'm about brunch and getting drunk. Okay, I don't listen. That's what I'm doing. Let me sit the fuck down, drink and eat. That's all I want to do. I want to sit, drink, and I'll do some shit in the motherfucking chair, bitch. But I ain't about to stand up. I don't even when I go to concerts. Fuck that flow shit. Nah, I gotta sit my ass down. Y'all in that pit. I love Beyonce, but I never pay for no pit seat because you got me fucked up, bitch. I done gave you a couple $100 and I gotta stand all night. Nah. Hey, I've aged the fuck out, and I'm okay with that. I'm an old bitch, and I'm all right.
And that's why I said we should bring back house parties. I mean, but the thing is,
Yes.
parties now, like I'm telling you, the house parties in Atlanta, like I think the house parties in Atlanta kind of died around 2015. When I tell you they used to be so epic, chicken wings and drinks and the hottest of the hot people were there. I'm telling you, influencers, and I'm not trying to be mean or nothing, but you fuckers when I got through the door. They're not letting just anybody. Oh, they didn't care who. Oh, who was that? Oh, they did a stupid video. Okay, well they can go do their stupid video at somebody else's house. They're not coming
Yeah,
up to
it's
this
just like
part.
it's like everybody is it's like what makes you a fucking influencer? It's just like you have a number set of followers, and I just don't know. It's like we're at this age where it's just like and again, I'm at the age where you can't like really influence me. Like it's just like it's like that's for younger because it's like, what are you gonna influence me to do that I have not done already? You can't influence. I can influence you to do some shit before you can influence me because I've lived at a time. I've lived a life on social media where it was lit, bitch. If you think it's lit with a camera, imagine what the fuck we was doing off a goddamn
Off
camera,
camera where it
okay?
wasn't filmed.
But it
Woo.
wasn't filmed. Like, yeah, they might have a Freaknik documentary, bitch, but we was living Freaknik not in Atlanta, bitch. Like Freaknik
Right.
was like every fucking web, bitch.
Worldwide, baby.
Okay, the whole phase was not televised. All right,
Right.
y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all don't know nothing about them whole phases.
Ooh,
Y'all know social media whole phases. Y'all don't know whole phases where we was doing some things. Okay, like you don't know about that type of shit. Y'all ain't live that type of life because the camera won't let you live that type of life. You can't you can't do that. But like an influence, like who are you?
They got attitude.
Like I could see if you go out and you review food and those things are different because that is an influence. Hey, I went and I ate this and those type of things. But we have gotten with this economy, we're not into consumerism like that anymore. So even the age of the influencer is starting to die down.
Yes.
Influencers are more like everyday people, like TikTok shop. This is shit I can use. This is things that I would actually wear and do in my everyday life. We're not trying to sit here and watch a bitch. And that was the downfall of the Kardashians. I used to be into that. And one day I was just like, why am I watching rich bitches be rich? It ain't doing nothing for my life. It's not putting no money in my pocket. And I think more people started to realize that because we are going through real world shit right now. We trying to figure out how we gonna eat. I don't need to see a bitch going to Nobu when I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna buy from Publix. I ain't got time for that. That ain't doing nothing for my life.
Right.
And I think that's why a lot of these, it's bad when you starting to see celebrities and shit on TikTok shop. That's when you know.
Yeah.
That's a recession indicator like a motherfucker. When you starting to see them do shit because they're realizing that consumerism is not consumering any fucking more. We're not doing that. We went in like early, like even with COVID, we did go through an overconsumption because we couldn't go no fucking where. So all you could do was just buy to try to like give yourself something to do because you couldn't go out. So he was like, I'm going to buy these packages. I'm going to feel like and that blew up. And now we're at the age where all of that stuff is going. I don't want to see a bitch stocking her motherfucking refrigerator with a bunch of just stupid shit when we trying to figure out how we gonna pay the light bill, how we gonna feed our family for a week. You don't want to see that. It's nice, it's cute, good for you. But even if you look at content with apartments, it used to be all about luxury. And you used to have people that didn't even want to film content because they had a white refrigerator or because they had this. And now we're at the age where, girl, fuck that. Do the refrigerator work? Is that motherfucker cold? All right then. It don't matter. Cause you know what? It doesn't matter. You could be sitting in a motherfucking penthouse, bitch, but if you ain't got no furniture in that hole, what's the point?
That part.
That it's no point. So I think I like that we're starting to get back to like basic shit where we're influencing each other. We're saying, hey, this is how we surviving this week. Let me show you how to make a meal for $5. That's influence. Let me show you how to go to Family Dollar or Publix and show you on a $20 budget how you gonna feed somebody. That's the influencing that we getting back to. We getting back to that old school influencing. But that shit where, come with me and like let me try a mocha Bitch, I ain't got time. I'm not spending $10 on coffee. Fuck you and that coffee. I'm not doing it. I gotta figure out how to put gas in my car this week. Ho, do you have something with that? Do you have an influence about that? Can you show me how to do this? Can you show me how to hook some shit up like that? Like that's what we're getting back to, because that extravagant shit, bitch, we ain't got it. I'm sorry, I hate to tell you, but we don't have it. Christmas is canceled. Thank God my child is grown. Cause listen, I don't know. Hey, Christmas is canceled. I even got it. Got it. What for who?
Yeah.
You think and I never liked the shit, no, because you think I'm sitting here letting a fat white man take credit for my hard work. Fuck that.
Listen.
I had to tell my baby at a certain time, no mama and Santa Claus, okay? I ain't giving no fat white man credit for the money I'm out here making. Fuck that. That nigga ain't real. I am. Okay? These presents is courtesy of me.
I know that's right.
Like, I think that's what we getting back to. But yeah, club culture, I think that died a long time ago because we've just reached this point where it's look at me, look at me, look at me. And it's not about having a good time anymore. It's just on your phone. It's just, and that's cool. Take a couple of pictures, but like Vision said, it's like imagine I'm at the bar trying to get a drink, and this bitch over here, you done already took the picture, bitch. We know you at the club. We know you there.
Right.
What else? What other angles do you want to get? Like we know you there. So it's just like at what point, or like you streaming live from the club, they can't even hear you in there, bitch. Ho, what are you doing? You can't have a live from the club because they can't even hear you in there. Like, what is the point? We've just gotten so
disconnected,
and I think like everything has its implosion. And I think pretty soon maybe social media will be it, and then we'll have to do a hard, reset. But people in my age group, I'm just always happy that I lived that life where I had to do it both ways, the hard way and the easy way, so I can appreciate both. But this newer generation, I love y'all, but y'all are fucked boots, baby. Y'all are just
about to struggle because they don't.
y'all are already struggling. Y'all don't know cursive. Y'all just you can barely, you walking through life. Johnny had 5 apples, and I gotta tell you 10 times this nigga had 5 apples, and you still can't figure out if he ate 2 apples, how many he got left. Y'all are listen. George Bush will pay for his motherfucking crimes, bitch. Cause he left all y'all hoes behind. Okay, he left y'all. Like it's. I feel sorry for this generation. What is it? Gen Z?
Yeah.
Gen Alpha.
You got Alpha now.
Gen Z, y'all. Woo, but Gen Alpha, goddamn.
Both of them. They just
Gen Alpha is.
Listen.
Gen Alpha, baby. Y'all better find some old school hooked on phonics, cause it ain't.
And we're going to start with our closing segments. We're going to go rush through these videos. If you have comments, keep them to 30 seconds. But I want to start with my review, and then we're going to go into the videos. I stayed at the Card Hotel before. I talked to Trey about this before. The Card Hotel is located in San Diego. It is at 401 West Ash Street, San Diego, California. Now, the prices at this hotel, they have dropped it, as you kind of see over here to the right. They're around $82,168. But when I was traveling there, this was like last year, it was like $300 something. This is not a good review for this hotel, though. This hotel is extremely racist. They got 4.2 stars, extremely racist. I do not like this hotel. They will also try to upsell you, and the hotel is very dirty. And for $300 a night, I don't think that nobody should be spending no money on a hotel where you got fucking hair in it and you got socks on the floor and the toilet is dirty. Yes,
what?
Exactly. I said $300 a night. That's unacceptable. I've been wanting to talk about this hotel for a while because I had a racial incident there as well. So I'm gonna tell you, to everybody that's Black or to people that like clean hotels, do not go to the Card Hotel. Do not be fooled by these little cute pictures here. It looks good on the outside, but it's nasty on the inside. So if you're Black, hotels, take your ass to another hotel that's going to give you good service and it's going to treat you right. And so what I will do is I will recommend something, because I don't want to be a negative person here. I will recommend the Marriott Vacation Club. Now, it says Vacation Club, and people think, oh, you got to have a club membership. No, you don't. It's a part of the Marriott brand. When I tell you, this hotel is so nice, and the people are so nice there. Every time I go there, they treat everybody with respect. they always have the rooms clean. They always smell good. The lobby is pretty nice. The only thing I would say about the hotel is that their parking. If you're trying to park by yourself, the parking's not going to be great by yourself because it goes into like the spiral. And if you're driving in like an SUV or something, you're going to hit the edges of it because it's a spiral. So the only parking that they really do have there is valet parking. The valet is a little expensive. However, I will say in terms of the hotel, it looks like how it looks. This bathroom is like it. I don't even think the picture does it justice. But I mean, it really looks like this. So if you want to go to a nice place like this is how like kind of the room looks and stuff. They got a little bit dark here, but when I tell you it is so comfortable every time I go to San Diego, I love staying at the Marriott Vacation Club. So yes, if you're going to be staying somewhere, this is one hotel I recommend, the Marriott Vacation Club. If you are going to be if you do decide to stay at the Card Hotel, you're doing it at your own risk, especially as a Black person and especially as a person that like cleanliness. If you like hair in your bed, go to the Card Hotel. If you like a clean bed, you're going to go to the Marriott Vacation Club.
All right, Trey, you got to get on Marriott and I showed them this video so we
I
can
sure
get
am.
some sponsorship.
I sure am. I'm not playing no games. I sure am.
Let us get that Marriott Vacation Club money.
Let's get
Hey,
that.
come on now.
We're gonna tag them. We're gonna tag them. All right, so we're gonna go through the videos. We're gonna take a look at these. These are going through real quick.
I just don't understand why there's cow manure in the kitchen, to be honest.
It's always considered what?
Yeah, but it's because poop on the kitchen table.
It has some antimicrobial properties. So this is why it is used to purify the things.
What the? I try to be very respectful of their customs, their culture, and everything like that. But I draw the line, I draw my boundaries at this right here. This is disgusting.
And this is why I told everybody. I showed the street food vendor video last week. I showed the other one where they were bathing in the thing. I mean, Indians, they like to blame it on the British Empire. Okay, I will give them credit. That's probably 50% of it. However, y'all got to take 50% responsibility. The fucking British Empire ain't been there since the 1800s, and y'all still bathing in a public pool with dogs and dead bodies. I'm sorry. And then this right here is just fucking nasty. That's all I have to say about it.
Antimicrobial property. What the hell?
Nigga, shit is shit. I'm so sorry.
Listen.
And this was on an airplane.
It was a scheme that Todd set up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on. Well, that's not working. And then there's some video that some white dude did, which I don't think was appropriate.
Not blessing strangers.
Yeah, so what he was doing is he was giving these women, he said, I'll give you $1 or you can open up this box.
Mystery box.
And when they open up the mystery box, it showed a Louis Vuitton.
Good choice. Good luck.
Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, Louis Vuitton.
It's people.
Yep.
This is how creepy white dudes is sometimes. Now,
congratulations.
Take a look. Look at that.
You got a condiment, baby.
That's what people do.
Wow.
And a cucumber?
Congratulations.
Now watch this.
Victim number 20.
Taking photos.
Tonight's the night. It's gonna happen.
That's weird.
And again. Well, I ran that with an 8.
Look, he had a whole booklet.
Stay.
Doing this to women. Like, this is what white dudes be doing. It's weird.
$1 or mystery?
Weird.
They find the time.
He ain't ran into the right. He ain't ran into a black woman as somebody old lady.
Yeah, he ain't got his ass whooped too. That's another thing. Oh, this one had me hollering. You know when you little and you get your hair done? Watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you knew to run. Get out of my face. You're not doing my hair no more.
You know when she would pull the hair and she just left the shutter. You know how your mom be hit you with the brush? That used to happen so much. This is a video called "Be Careful" when you on these apps.
Smile.
Hi. It may take a moment to answer. Please wait.
Staring at him, ready to go bananas. Two vests on me, text extra clips on me. I know my money playing tricks on me. I ain't skits on me. Ain't nobody drop a mic on me. It's like a cop. I hear this voice in the back of my mind like Matt.
Look at that. And they end up killing that man and robbing him over. I'm like, you over that? That girl was ugly. But that's what I said.
Wow.
Who you are. And then white folks don't like us, but they love all of our shit. Take a look.
Oh no, no more unseasoned chicken performance. Please stop.
I don't even need the sound up.
All off beat, as usual. All right. And then this man, this is, people are stealing packages. So when I get deliveries, I'd be scared that my package is going to get stolen. Take a look.
Wait, did she shoot him?
No. So what happened was, a lot of the delivery drivers been having issues, as you've been seeing a lot lately. They have issues delivering packages because people like this will watch you deliver and they'll just steal your package. I hate a thief. And so she's like, I want to make sure this gets delivered because a lot of them are getting in trouble because people say they haven't received their package. And the companies are saying, well, we're not going to reimburse. So they have to make sure that the customers get them now, especially with Amazon. Amazon cut that shit all the way out. Watch her go back to her car.
That don't even be yours. You doing all that for what?
Ain't your shit, man. Thieving bastard. She got that bat though. Now watch what she do afterwards.
Wearing your punk ass.
He electrocuted the fence.
Oh,
Tow his ass up. Tow his ass. That's exactly what he get.
My kind of carrying on.
And you remember this? When you in there singing a wrong song and your mom outside listening?
Wait, I can't hear him.
Mama finna come in and beat their ass home.
Y'all can hear it?
We can't hear it.
Oh. So they was in there saying this is lame as fuck. And then
it keeps
Mama
dropping
comes
off.
in that room and tear that ass up.
I knew it.
And she about to come in and write in a few seconds. Yeah, it's in our FTP podcast when I'm seeing an actual video, but our parents don't play that shit. Wham!
She came
Look at her. She's like, oh shit. Ain't nobody playing with y'all. All right. And I'm not gonna play the Mario one. This is for Jean Grey. Jean Grey's always gonna have a segment. Literally trying to kill the cat. So this cat put plastic bag over the other cat. And I said, if I'd have came home, he getting his ass whooped. We're not playing those games.
That was
it's freezing up right now, but
white person. Yeah, okay.
That is gangster.
We'll end it right there. So
that's crazy.
Mr. Stone, where can they find you at?
You can find me at Stone Low Key on all platforms. That's going to be YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, and also now X.
Awesome. Well, X.
X. X,
Oh.
Twitter.
I see.
You
I
on
know why.
X?
I know
Look,
why.
I was.
No, we
I know
said
why.
it because we say Twitter. We still say Twitter.
I get it. And then,
Hey,
Mr. Trey, where can they find you at?
You can find me at Trey Rich Live on Instagram and TikTok.
All right, and Miss Nikki.
You can find me on Instagram at bitch_happens, on TikTok, bitch happens, all one word. Trey just lives for that every week. and on YouTube, knickknack23. That's NIKNAK23. And next Friday we will be back on live TikTok live with Knickknack After Dark. That is 11 p.m. Eastern on Friday nights. That's Knickknack After Dark. We talk about love, sex, relationships, dating, and it's all uncensored, all adults only talk. So if y'all there, swing on by, come in the box, talk with me and Mimi. We have a good time every Friday.
I know, love me some bullshit. I'm gonna have to pop out for a little knick-knack after dark.
Oh, we talk about house shit. We definitely talk about house shit.
And
I
as
miss my hoe
always,
phase.
I will be having a video, the next video for part 2, because we're going to be breaking up our videos now. So part 2 of the video that was shot a week ago, we'll be posting today. We will also be having more clips coming onto our actual social media posts. We will be having our store open as well. So we want you to stay tuned. We're going to be having a pre-sale for that merchandise on the store. And so that will be on our link tree. The link tree will be provided in our actual social media on Instagram. Other than that, please like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Take care.